Are Mark Consuelos and David Beckham the same person? During Victoria Beckham's guest appearance on the Friday, October 17th, episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, the show's co-host Kelly Ripa discussed several similarities her husband of nearly 30 years has with a fashion designer's spouse. Our husbands have so much in common, and I first noticed it during the Beckham documentary, Kelly explained in reference to the British couple's 2023 Netflix series. Mark Consuelos and David Beckham have the same horrible habit. Victoria didn't seem to know where Kelly was going with her point, as she replied, "Okay." And it really summed it up during your documentary. The hope and faith actress continued of the former Spice Girls singer's new Netflix limited series, Victoria Beckham. Finally, Kelly revealed, "They have this horrible habit of arriving early at parties. We too arrive before the wait staff." As the Riverdale actor admitted, "I don't like to be late." Victoria asked, "What is it, Mark?" "I don't know. I think it's just the way I was raised. If you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time," he explained. In classic Kelly fashion, the mom of three teased her husband, asking, "Well, what if you're 45 minutes early and nobody else is there?" Mark insisted he doesn't do that, joking, "That's because we got the time wrong." Victoria is no stranger to arriving way before an event starts, as she recalled how she and David went to a soccer game a few months ago and arrived 4 hours early. "I mean, thankfully I took a book, right? Because I've learned that he likes to do that. It's crazy," she added. Mark defended David, as he noted arriving early comes with being an owner of a team. Victoria acknowledged Mark's point, detailing how it was an away game for Inter Miami CF, the Major League Soccer team David has a majority stake in. Continuing his defense of David, Mark said, "You have to be the early. He has things to wants to prepare. He wants to make sure everything's right." "I get that." Still trying to prove her point, Kelly asked Victoria, "But you've gotten to parties before the host arrive, have you not?" "Before the wait staff arrives, Kelly," Victoria exclaimed, as Mark confessed, "We've done that. We've showed up before the wait staff." "It's horrifying," Kelly complained. Kelly proceeded to bring up another similarity between Mark and David. "I am assuming that you voted for my husband as I voted for your husband," she joked. "They're in the most consequential election of our time here in the States. People magazine's sexiest football owner alive. Mark Consuelos and David Beckham compete for sexiest football owner alive." Victoria said she just found out about this and was excited to go home and give him the good news, because David has no idea. He was nominated for the prestigious category. Mark was relieved, as he quipped, "Oh good. So he hasn't been pushing. He hasn't been pushing the narrative. He hasn't been campaigning." Kelly chimed in, as Mark added, "Wow, there's a shot. That's how us he is. He doesn't need to campaign." Kelly comedically concluded. Mark Consuelos, who once accused an etiquette expert of sitting down to urinate because of the way he ate a banana, has revealed the unorthodox way he made a new male friend while he and Kelly Ripa were on vacation in Iceland. As the co-host couple returned Monday morning to the Live with Kelly and Mark table, their minds were clearly still in relaxation mode, as Ripa brought up the topic of hospitality, a new term that's used to describe vacations aimed at dialing down distractions. The word made her think of their recent trip to the land of fire and ice, which included several natural wonders, and another that developed between Consuelos and another man in a swimming pool fueled by a hot spring. "We were out in nature. It was freezing, but we were out there," Ripa said, while Consuelos added, "I remember it had that outdoor pool that was heated by the hot springs." He continued, telling the audience, "I spent a lot of time out there. I met a guy. I forgot his name. What was his name? We met them. I think we had dinner with them," looking to Ripa for supporting evidence. Ripa built on the joke and helped paint the scene even further for the crowd. "In your hot spring pool? Snow all around you?" she said. "I can still hear the conversation, because the conversation where we stayed, it was like communal living." She then pointed out that there were several rooms built around a communal food table, so the guests were all forced to have meals together during their stay. Ripa said that, despite her husband making a new friend in the pool, his dream scenario soon turned into the opposite. "The first night we were there, it was Mark and me, and an all-girls 40th birthday trip," Ripa said. "So it was Mark trapped in his house with 12 women. It was kind of like his version of a nightmare." Ripa and Consuelos regularly discuss their travel hijinks on Live, including an October 2024 reveal where Consuelos admitted to shaming a fellow airline passenger for storing what Ripa described on the air as a man purse in the overhead compartment.